lot of sense.
So
Man.
good.
Okay, Jungle Raj. We're gonna see it.
Jungle Roger after Flicker is now not an option for this
Yeah.
Roger.
Yep.
I really like the glue pick though. I think it's a really good find coming out from Mr. Snap, Coach Snap. Looking for that glue. Glue is always a problem for the carry. So I really like this play coming out from Omega. And it's not like a hero that you can bully out of the lane, right? It's a
Nope.
very good laner.
That's true.
It bullies you.
Exactly.
And for the most part, if you touch it and he touches you back, it's not the best time. It's very sticky, very painful. And now Heads looking for some pain.
Here we go. First blood might be upon us. And Ryota gets squished just like that. We were just
Wow.
talking about how good the glue is, and TNC's like, nuh-uh.
Maybe overestimated his tankiness, especially in the early game. I do believe that when you're level 1, level 2, no matter how tanky you are, there will be no strong guy in front of 4 people.
Yep. And he did not burn the flicker, knowing that it's already
He accepted his fate.
accept his fate. Generally, this is the benefit, or I mean the disadvantage of going for something like a marksman jungler.
Yeah.
In the first 2 minutes of the game, you don't have the license to team fight. Actually, you're just focused on farming.
Uh-oh. Top lane, TNC.
And now
They're going to bear down on Ryota. They're going to make him pay for that first blood.
yeah, they're going to try to get Ukir and Ryota level 4 here in the XP lane, but Ryzen is ready to respond just in case. Goyo going to do the same thing. Going to clear out the 2 siege minions before the turtle even starts, but Heads looking for that level 4 reset. Doesn't really find it.
And they're going to go ahead and clear those XP lane carts. And just like that, we're up. Whoa! Off camera! Just barely to your left, folks. Ukir gets popped there.
H2 is level 5.
Another kill for TNC. But yeah, no, some good news for the Barangay. They are hyper farming now.
Okay.
Another fight breaks out.
Yoshi
jumps onto H2. H2 transforms. H2 looking for 1. Ryzen gonna confirm the turtle here. Big knockup coming in from the GOAT. Heads gets taken out. That's 1 for 1. Turtle for a kill.
Also gold for H2.
Yep. That is a very interesting dynamic for TNC. They've already did a great job like zoning out H2 and forcing that jump. However, Ryzen did not pop the retribution, thinking that they wanna invade afterwards, but unfortunately they weren't able to do so because there was 1 casualty on their side. So I think that was a miscalculation definitely for TNC. Had it been that they popped the retribution, they would have gotten the shields faster. And they could have just run down Omega, but didn't happen.
And then maybe go for the turn.
Exactly.
Now
May
H2
May have thought a little too forward.
Yeah.
trying to go for the fight there. Still TNC very even with the gold, just 100 gold lead for the Phoenix Army. And looking at the early to the mid-game portion, do you guys think that TNC could hold on to this lead? And if yes, what should they do?
Something tells me we're going to follow the same beats as Game 1. Where we're going to have these two teams try to jockey for position. Because it's clear. They both know what the other is up to.
Yeah. Absolutely. Ryzen is almost level 7 at this point, and it's always the resource battle for the XP for both the junglers. The fact that that H2 is making a little bit of a distance between him as well as Ryzen means that come the first Lord fight, even when they lose all of the 3 turtles, they're gonna have a great time.
Here we go. Ryzen leaning hard. That's it. Can't save Rebo with your old Immortal Eternal Guard spent by Ukir already. TNC on the offense here.
Yeah, the Flicker burn as well. Big thing for the upcoming turtle fight. Ukir has to think twice before positioning or even showing himself inside or near that turtle pit.
10 seconds until turtle spawns. H2 still securing his purple. Does this look like they can contest?
Yeah, I feel like Omega has to give this out for free. The TNC Pro Team, they're already starting the last or second turtle of the game, and H2 just right in the corner. They're going to contest.
Here we go. All 5 members of the Barangay in the pit. Yoshi coming in from the flank. And there's a big collapse on the Ryzen. Zaman Force spent already. H2 secures a turtle. Ryzen still alive. Gets that grab. And Ukir taken out by Yoshi. Clawing at him. And there you go. Yoshi's going to get popped as well in the back. H2 gets another one.
Wow, that is such a great call coming in from Omega, immediately turning on that Frederick.
Yep, wonderful call, absolutely. And like I said, because of the EXP advantage that H2 is getting in this particular game, kind of felt like even when TNC starts the neutral objectives, there's always that comeback potential. And at this point, this is the power spike of the Harith. They weren't able to hold down the Harith, and now H2 gets the purple buff, even much bigger of a gap between the Roger as well as the Fredrin.
Yeah, uses his retribution for it, and no trade coming in from TNC Pro Team. You gotta defend heads here. Ryota zoning him out, and now the turret might be free.
Wow, look at this Ryota just doing the glue shuffle. Heads can't even think to defend. But Jom drops the Zaman Force too.
Yeah,
they want to blitz this tier 2.
Just making sure that they're able to damage this severely. Meanwhile, Yasuo trading the top lane. It looks like he's not going to be able to get that turret as well.
Uh-oh, H2 might lose his purple here. Catches a face full of ult from Goyo. And is that? No, he's secured. He's secured. They're fine. Now they collapse onto the pit. Ryzen in trouble. Got the grab, looking for one. Big knockup. Primo secures a kill.
Goyo.
Ryota. Salmon Force for Jom. Goyo gonna get his passive popped here. Here comes Heads. Looking to save his mid laner.
Oh, H2!
And H2 still jumps onto Goyo. Adrenaline in his soul. Something gets 2 down in mid.
Consider H2 acknowledge 3-0-1 on this Roger.
And TNC tried to go. The idea was there, like evening up the purple buff. They had to use the retribution for that. And now this is turtle number 3. Unfortunately, Ryzen is in no position to contest this at all. Omega, they have a massive power spike, and H2 already has the War Axe at this point.
Yeah, playing to their strengths, playing to their power spikes. Omega is looking like a different beast right now. The same animal, but a different beast for Omega.
For the first time, we've actually seen Omega get an early lead like this. I'd say even game 1 wasn't this quick.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, game 1 was a 12-minute game, but this time around, 7 minutes in, Omega is already building through that 2K gold lead. Rebo with a big item power spike as well, securing that flask. TNC, what should they do around this time? Do they have to slow down this game?
Definitely. They have to look for ways to slow it down. Fortunately, they have the Nana, so they have wave clear. What they can do now is to just split the map, get as much farm as they can, wait for the late game where Super Yoshi is always a threat against Jom as well as H2.
Yeah.
There will come a time where they will have the better power spike in the latter portions of the game, so they really just have to wait for that.
Yeah, waiting for it to happen. Goyo in trouble!
And there's the jump. All it took was the desperation stomp. And now Ryzen gonna be up next. Ukir traded out Go. Yoshi finds him in the back, and now Ryzen's gonna go here. Another kill for H2.
And now H2 having fun in this game. 90% kill participation, majority of the gold in his hands. Roger wins games.
Oh man, amazing. Amazing plays coming out from Ryota actually. I gotta say, this glue pick is the problem for TNC. Yeah. Obviously the Roger is starting to be a problem now, but I think it's Ryota and that glue pick that...
Whoa! Final slash onto the glue! Takes too much damage from underneath 2 turrets!
Okay.
But still, Omega able to make the best of a bad situation.
Yeah, sure. Another purple buff stolen as well. 3K gold lead here for Omega. TNC looking shell-shocked in this matchup. Cannot find an answer to that glue unless they go for a 5-man collapse.
Yep.
And they have 2 turrets.
Yep. Ryzen, level 10. H2 is level 13. First Lord fight. No chance for TNC to fight this unless a miracle happens. But not having the flicker on Yoshi means that Ukir, also not having the flicker, might be safe for now.
Uh-oh.
What?
Look at this in mid.
What?
They find the flank, but they answer back with a Minoan Fury. Super Yoshi down. Jom gets a kill. Zaman Force in mid. Ryzen's gonna fall next. H2 gets another one. 2 free kills. 2 for Omega.
Man.
Crucial winner's truncheon here, coming in from Ukir, growing as a player.
Oh man, ill-advised jump coming out from Super Yoshi. Even when that will be a 1-for-1 trade-off, they know. He did not look at the items that was available now for Omega.
Yeah.
Smart Omega made that Masha look like old Masha, where the life bars going down did not give you an invulnerability frame.
Exactly.
And that is already the first Lord secured here for the side of Omega. They've gotten 2 turtles and 1 Lord. Majority of the objectives secured in this game. And now with a 5k gold lead, let's look at the instant replay.
Yep. Super Yoshi, yeah. Really ill-advised here. And we know that there always is going to be the sustain of his teammate. And Ryzen is just, at this point, really a non-factor. And it's not his fault. It's because of Ryota just really jumping and grabbing that Fredrin.
And now with the Lord knocking down in the mid lane, can they find a team fight?
Big final slash set him up, but the answer back. The Minoan Fury heads here very low, taken out. Ryota scores another one. The turret, though, still stands in mid. TNC keeps their inhibitor.
2 more waves to defend if you're TNC Pro Team, but looks like they're going to take away the orange buff. Omega still securing resources where they can find it.
How about round 2? Here we go. Zaman Force one more time. Super Yoshi finding a target to jump onto. Turret still standing. Ryzen goes down. Goyo barely alive. Now their eyes on the Super Yoshi, flickering around. Ace2 takes down the Amazon. The Masha falls. Just 3 defenders left for the Phoenix as Barangay Omega takes down the top lane inhibitor. Now the base heads going down as well.
Yasuo
for Ukir. And now, here we go. Smart Omega looking to take it in. They sweep the Phoenix. Smart Omega wins their first series in Season 13.